Hey everybody, this is Flavio Romeo, and on this episode of the Towncast, we had the opportunity of catching up with this guy. At Yankee Stadium, this is Paul Cartier. He is the organist for the New York Islanders and for the New York Yankees. Been at Yankee Stadium for almost 20 years, and he shares his story about how much he loves the team and how he even got in the business of playing at for the Islanders and the Yankees. All right, enjoy the episode, everybody. It's Yankee Stadium. They're playing the Minnesota Twins tonight. It's Tino Martinez bobblehead night. But the most exciting thing is we're going to go talk to Paul Cartier. Now, you guys don't know Paul Cartier, but you're going to meet him right now. Paul Cartier is the organist here at Yankee Stadium. I had to pull it on silent so that nobody calls in. He's the longtime organist. Now, Paul, how long have you been playing for the Yankees?
This is year number 20.
Number 20.
Yeah.
So I know we talked about it in the rehearsal. So you missed all the 90s championships.
I did. I mean, I watched them. Yeah,
you watched them, right?
Yeah. I never ever thought I'd be doing this.
Yeah, so how did you even get started in this?
Well, so I also did the Islanders, which right now is that season where they overlap a little, especially if they make the playoffs. So we'll be seeing if that's going to work out. But actually, because I did the Islanders, all the guys that put this show together, the scoreboard and everything, they all know each other. They all work for each other in the off season.
Oh, is that right?
The guy who was the director here at the time would come and sometimes do the DJ at the Islander games. So like I knew all these guys.
It's a small world. It's very small. Yeah.
So when Eddie Layton announced his retirement, October when the Islanders started, they saw him and he said, "Hey, we need to talk." And I said, and to be honest, I had a full-time job as an air traffic controller.
You were an air traffic controller? How did you ever get involved in this?
So I didn't think I could do this because that's a full-time job. So they actually went and had auditions. And Sunday was my big deal because it was shift work. And at 1 o'clock games, you had either 7 to 3 or 3 to 11, both.
Right.
So they hired Ed Alston at the same time. He does the weekend games, and I do Monday through Friday, and we kept it that way. So like we have this 10-game homestand coming up.
Yeah.
I don't have to be here for 10 days. I get 2 days off. So
now, do you live close by or do you have to commute in?
I live 25 miles away in South Hempstead in Nassau County.
All right.
25 miles, hour and a half ride.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, since COVID, it's really gotten bad. I could be home in 35 minutes now.
So how long have you been playing the keys?
I started playing when I was about 9 years old.
Really?
And I started playing in church even my 11th birthday. So I've been doing the church longer, 52 years.
Wow. So you still play church?
Yep.
That's priority.
I guess, yeah, in the long run it is.
Yeah. So you've been playing since you were 9 years old. Were you a Yankee fan or were you a Mets fan? Be honest.
Honestly, grew up a Mets fan, but I have a good reason. My dad worked for Mrs. Joan Pacey.
Come on.
She was the original Mets owner. My dad was her and her brother, John Whitney, owned Green Tree Stables, a thoroughbred racing outfit. He was their accountant for 52 years. So he would come home, never knew ahead of time. He'd come home, we're going to the game tonight. And I would sit in her box, dugout, grill. So
how old were you when you first went to your first game?
10, and that was the year they won the World Series.
The World Series. Wow. So you're like, this is going to be great.
So, I didn't even realize what I had, I'd be sitting there, that was just my seats.
Right. And then when you had to buy your own, it's
and that was when it got bad.
Why can't we sit close?
What was funny was the players would be, everybody scrambles to get autographs.
Yeah.
The guys would be walking back to the dugout, they see the kid in the owner's box, and they go, "Want me to sign that?" And so I thought that's how it worked. I was very spoiled that way. So my brother was a big Yankees fan, so I was never like the Yankee hater, Mets lover, that kind of thing. So, and in fact, we used to come. My brother had seats here right behind the dugout. Put your beer in the dugout.
Really?
We used to come to plenty of those games too. So I was always Jane Jarvis fan, Eddie Layton fan. Make sure we get there early so I could hear the organ.
Yeah, yeah.
And whoever knew, but I went to Hofstra. One of my professors there was then the organist for the Islanders, but he was older and was having trouble getting up the stairs. All about timing. We were bringing in an indoor soccer team and wanted an organist. And he didn't want to do them. And so I kind of messed with him. I would be in Piano 101, which is kind of silly. You had to take that anyway. He taught that. So we'd be sitting, he'd be in the back of the room before it starts, and I'm doing bum, 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 let's go out. One day he says, "Who's doing that?"
Really?
Who's doing that? I said, "I am." And so then we talked, and he asked if I, played anything. I said, "Organ." He had me come up the next game. And he goes, "Go ahead, play something." It was in between periods. I'm like, "There's people
No,
out there."
and he let you play.
He was dead serious. He was like, "Can you play or not?" I was like, "No, I can." So I sat down and I played. And he was like, "You know what? I'm going to tell them to audition you for the soccer."
Right place, right time.
That's what happens, right? So soccer played for 6 years. That was 70. Their first game was 70. I just looked it up. It was December 22nd, 1978.
Yeah.
And then he missed some Islander games, so I started filming Islander games. He did one more year, and then it was me up between 79 and 85.
Unbelievable.
We won all those cups.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like 19, 20 years old when I was a kid,
And you've been doing it since.
And then, like I said, then I went back, till 85, and I came back full-time in 2002. I always kind of kept my foot in the door, filling in. 2002, I've been back with them.
So 21 years there, 20 years here. You're putting a lot of time behind the keys.
I am.
And you got a great view.
I am. And I'm a sports fan, so it's not like a job,
Right.
People say to me, because I retired from air traffic, they make you retire at 56. So 2015, I retired. And they're like, "I thought you retired." I'm like, "This isn't work."
You get to come and watch the Yankees
I
play.
said, my job is to go to the arena or the ballpark. How tough is that?
Yeah, that's great.
So I know I'm blessed.
Well, Paul, everybody that's watching, listen. When you come to the stadium or you're listening on TV, it's this guy right here. Oh. Paul Cartier. Thank you so much, man. That was a pleasure. And hopefully the Islanders will make it through.
We'll see what happens.
And then we'll see you in postseason in October.
There you go. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Paul.
We're due.
Yeah, we are. No kidding. No kidding. You're due. Thank you so much, Paul.
Take care.
That was Paul Cartier, guys. I mean, come on. The organist of the New York Yankees. All right, let's go Yankees.